real nerd. People say I'm a fool, but they never got the news that I'm a wild one. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel dialed, cause you're watching Wild Mike and his real wild child. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel dialed, cause you're watching Wild Mike and his real wild child.
Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here, and with me already is LDG and Eliu. How you guys doing?
Hello. I think I'm awake.
I already warned them, but I'm warning the people in the chat, if there's anyone in the chat, that this is going to be a short stream because my bronchitis has gotten worse, and it's really hard for me not to break down and cough a lot right now. So probably only going to stream for like half an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer if I can maintain what I'm doing right now. But you might even hear it in my voice that I'm a little bit coughed out.
And he's not talking about maintaining sanity because that never happens.
Yeah, my sanity levels have dropped precipitously. God, I can't even say the word. Having to do with rain from having teenage daughters.
Participation?
No. Precipitously. There we go.
More wet.
As in falling.
Or more wetter.
It's when it sucks when you have the vocabulary, but you don't know how to pronounce things.
Like ancient languages.
Is English an ancient language?
Well, like kind of like reminds me of Stargate. It hasn't been a spoken language in 1,000 years. I just didn't know how to pronounce it.
Well, there's actually a guy on YouTube that used to work in the toy industry that does hieroglyphic stuff. He talks about like which hieroglyphics make which sounds based on what we know of. And it's actually kind of interesting. Like he teaches you how to write in hieroglyphics, and I think it's kind of cool. So what do we do, Elias, considering you and me are on the outsides of the LA fires? You're to the north, I'm to the south.
Yeah. Enjoying the sunshine. That's what I'm doing.
Is it wrong that I feel bad that there's not a cloud in the sky right now and LA's on fire?
63 degrees today. It's full bright moon last night. That's nice up here.
Before you joined up on the before this thing, me and LDG were talking about the fires, and LDG had some pretty interesting ideas about how to combat the fires.
Okay, how are you going to combat fire that's going at 120 miles an hour winds?
No, the point is you got to catch the fire before it actually gets bad.
That's what they did. That's what they did. The firefighters, hang on. The firefighters did fire lines to stop the fire. The problem is the wind. They stopped the fire, but the wind is blowing the ashes over the fire line. This is the problem. It's the winds. It's not stopping the fire. It's the winds that's causing the ashes to blow over the fire line.
Thank you, Bill Nye. That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that they need to catch the fires before they get started, and firefighters can't do that. But if you had a whole bunch of drones, I mean, they got drones that could put a small fire out, no problem. I'm sure. I've seen the things that they have, like those balls that explode and then like take out a freaking chemical fire and shit.
Yeah, suppression tabs. I know about those.
Yeah, they're very, very effective. I mean, you could have a whole bunch of drones just going around the forest and identifying a fire and putting it out right away and recording how the freaking fire was started in the first place.
All right.
Let me
I have a few. Hold
hang on a second. Hang
Okay,
on a
go
second.
ahead.
Let me tell you this, LDG.
They could be on watch 24/7.
This is how bad it is. Okay, it went from 3 acres to 200 acres in 10 minutes. This is how bad the winds are. How can you stop that?
And that could have been prevented because it was how small was it when it was started? Pretty sure a drone could have taken it out. Drones can freaking always be on monitor. They always
You don't understand. A drone cannot fly at 100-mile-an-hour winds, dude.
You short? What are you talking about, dude? There are drones that go.
These firefighting drones cannot fly in 100-mile-an-hour winds. This is how bad the winds are in Santa Ana's.
There are drones that could, but we're talking about the Q series of drones, like the Reaper, stuff like that. Those could easily fly, but they're too expensive to be used for that type of monitoring thing.
I don't think they're as expensive as what the fire is doing right now.
Well, I think they're estimated about 10 million a piece.
Jimmy,
I think I'm pulling that number out of my ass. If someone could Google it for me. And how you doing, Dandyland?
What am I looking up?
How much does it cost for an MQ Reaper drone?
Let's see. MQ9 government stance. Here we go. Price.
And where are you getting this 100-mile-per-hour winds at? By the way, that's like hurricane shit.
Exactly. This is what's going on with the Santa Ana's, dude.
Wave to the camera so I know it's you.
What's the fires causing 100-mile-per-hour winds?
No, the wind. The Santa Ana winds 100-mile-an-hour winds. It's blowing the ashes everywhere.
Good.
And by the way,
that's on the ground. I refuse to believe this just 100-mile-per-hour winds just slamming the freaking earth right now. Like,
it's not just.
I have a friend. I have a friend who's there right now, dude.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
All right, LDG. Hey, you do know that fires like this create their own microclimates, including those high winds, right?
Yes, I do know that. That's why you need to stop it before that happens.
Okay, do you realize that those high, depending on the temperature of the outside air, a small fire can create 50-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm talking about campfires.
Well, Dandelion's right about one thing. You can't fly a plane in 100-mile-an-hour winds without severe risk, and I mean that's going to cause jump fires, and
it depends on the type of plane, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on a demon planet, for God's sakes, we're talking about freaking just having drones flying around forest, and you're talking about 100-mile-per-hour winds.
We don't have drones for that unless something in California.
I know they don't.
And
that's what I'm going for.
Different, but a drone doesn't carry. I don't know. It's not a C-130. It doesn't carry that much fire retardant.
It could carry enough to stop a small one.
Okay, hold on, LDG. I got a question.
And report it. I mean, the info alone would be.
Hold on, LDG. I have a question for you.
Ooh, I'm gonna slap you.
Okay, what size of drone are you talking about?
You have to get creative, man. Don't ask me the hows, bro. That's what we got engineers for. We're pretty far into technology to be able to make these drones. Refuse to believe that we're that.
You're a fucking programmer. I'm the technician. The engineers build it, and then the fucking mechanics have to repair the fuck ups you guys.
The reason I asked that type of stuff, LDG, is you say drones are the solution. But when it comes to right now, hold on, LDG, shut up for a second. I'm trying to get the point across. When it comes to drone technology right now, what is the best power to thrust ratio when it comes that we have right now?
What do you want me to say? Am I a drone expert, dude? I said it's a possible solution.
Sorry, let me finish, please.
Why are you asking me a technical question that you know I don't know?
What is the power source that is the best power weight to thrust ratio for aircraft right now?
Dude, we don't need aircraft there, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
For
seriously.
drones in general, what
You
do we use the
obviously-
power of the majority of them?
Because when you have a drone and you're talking about putting extra weight on it, that changes everything about the dynamic of the vehicle.
Yeah, we know.
Well,
that
not only that, but what I'm trying to get to my point, LDG, is most of them are powered by lithium-ion batteries, because right now that is the
Yes.
best weight to power thrust ratio.
Actually,
So
there's another.
basically you are not available widespread right now.
No, it's lithium.
I just did some research right now, guys, and I just
available.
hang on. I just did some research, and I just found out that the drones that you guys are talking about, the Reaper drones, there are currently about 15 operating over the border, and none available to help the firefighters. So
but I was trying to find out how much they cost.
Oh, I got it right here. It cost development cost is 3.3 billion, production is 6.8 billion, operation and maintenance is 2.2 billion. The MQ9 Reaper Block one is $10 to $15 million per unit.
That's the
thing. All right, I just wanted the verification. Hold on, MB. I just wanted the verification because I pulled the 10 million number out of my ass.
Okay, I want to say something here. Here's the thing. The difference between a predator and a reaper is a predator has sensor capabilities. The
predator is just an older model.
The Reaper drone includes airframe, sensors, communication equipment, and other system components.
Yeah. NB, the Predator is the old one. The Reaper's the new one. It's basically larger and can hold more. And it has more sophisticated electronics.
Of what a Reaper is capable of, but a Reaper is also armed. But we have
both of them are.
Huh? No,
even the Predator can be armed.
Predators were not armed when I was in. So
they weren't, but they had they had the capability of being armed. They just didn't trust them at the time.
Didn't.
Think of it this way: a Predator is a 75 Volkswagen Bug. A Reaper is a 2025 Volkswagen Bug. It's very new and improved, high maintenance, a high weapon capability, high sensors. It's a hell of a lot upgrade.
I totally understand that, but what I'm saying is, when you're talking about a drone, you have to, you're talking about a drone to do fire retardant. I mean, we've been doing those with what?
He was talking about dropping the chemical bombs, the little like mini chemical grenade things that can put out certain types of fires, but not necessarily a forest fire. That was part of my issue with it too.
It's not going to put out an entire forest fire. You're not going to use them to put out a forest fire. You're going to use them to put out the starter fires that create it.
Forest fire. You live in Florida. You deal with hurricanes. I've been to Florida. I've been to California. I know about wildfire.
Hey, genius.
And LDG,
what does that have to do with anything?
LDG, let me put it to you this way. If I told you the solution to hurricanes is drones.
That too.
Oh, God. I was pulling something stupid out of my ass. Right? You actually agree with it.
Oh, boy.
Really? And I'm the stupidest person in the room?
Notice nobody made a comment about that.
You won't know until you try, bro.
Oh, I need more coffee.
I mean, don't they use drones to seed clouds to freaking rain?
No, they don't.
No, they use planes. They got a special plane for that.
Cannons.
Yeah, they don't use drones. They got a special plane for silver.
It's just an oversized drone.
If he's talking about farmland, that's dusters.
No, Democrats cannot control the weather. Otherwise, we'd have rain in LA right now. Okay.
Shit. What was your guys' rain last year? Fucking LA was like what? Not even a full inch of rain.
From what I read, LA has received about 3 to 5% of their normal rainfall this winter.
Yeah, well, I do have this to say. Nobody seemed to really care until the rich people's houses burned, but we still got North Carolina under floods, but considering there are rich people out there, I guess that's not fucking important.
Well, me and Mari, Mrs. Vile, were talking about that yesterday, actually, because some of the areas that are being hit right now are populated both by the wealthy, the middle class, and the poor. And it seems like a lot of the news coverage seems to be focused mostly on the rich homes that are actually being destroyed, less so on the middle class, and even less so on the poor. Other than just to say that those houses are in the pathways as well.
Oh, so what? So it's just a coincidence the fire is going. Oh, yeah, that's some evidence of some human manipulation.
Do you know how LA is laid out, dude? It's not separated into rich neighborhood, poor neighborhood. There's parts of LA where you have rich people living next door to a bus driver. Okay, it's not rich, poor. It's mixed influential neighborhoods in Palisades, dude. Palisades is a mixed neighborhood.
Yeah, Palisades is one of those areas that's weird.
Yeah, you have a banker, then you have a bus driver, you have a doctor, you have a lawyer, you have a school teacher. It's a mixed income in the Palisades. It's not all rich people.
I can get that, and I can feel bad for those people, but I can't feel bad for the rich motherfuckers.
I can feel bad for them, but I feel less bad knowing that their houses can be rebuilt quicker. They have most likely comprehensive insurance programs, whereas the middle class and the poor definitely don't.
Yeah, but wouldn't it? I mean, it probably costs more than, I don't know. I mean, doesn't LA have a lot of regulations? I mean, either way you look at it, I don't know. Really. I cannot feel bad. My wife was saying the same thing when I saw it's like Mark Hamill lost his house. I'm like, I don't care.
Actually, when I was posting this stream to Blue Sky, he said that his house was spared.
Oh, it was? Okay,
yeah.
Well, good for him. Maybe the force was with after all.
But there were some celebrities that were out there trying to help out. It was kind of cool. I wish I could remember some of their names. Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah, nobody knew he was doing that until he moved his mask. Like, oh, you're Steve. Yeah, he just wanted to help out. He didn't want to be publicized. Like, I'm here to help. Yeah, nobody knew it was him until he moved his mask.
Oh, Steve Gutenberg. I remember the Gutenberg era of the 80s. We had Short Circuit.
When I did see that interview, it was more just man on the street.
Yeah.
I did appreciate his concern, because his concern was for the people. It wasn't necessarily for the homes.
No, it was safe.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not there. So, I mean, all I got is Sticky Talk to kind of tell me what's going on. And God, you can't get shit out of the mainstream media. I mean, they treat this shit like, oh, it's a statistic, and Gavin Newsom looks all slick as hell and is smiling, and I'm thinking, the LA mayor. First off, when I found out about this just seemed weird to me. Why is a mayor in another country for the election of a president? That is confusing to me, because
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
The mayor of LA, LA mayor
Karen Bass. Karen Bass. What about her?
The fire started while she was attending a presidential election in I can't remember what country in Africa. I think it was Ghana.
It's not as close in as you would think, Dandelion, but the Palisades is just one of those weird areas, like Elihu said, where you could have a house that's worth $100 million right next to an apartment building where the average apartment is only worth $50,000. It's just how they zoned things. It was weird.
See, that's the thing. My 7 years in California, I was in NorCal. I never experienced SoCal. I only went through LA once, and that was on my way to leave the state. And trust me, that LA traffic, I was like, okay, I understand why Falling Down was made. Because that traffic would have kicked my ass.
Dude just wanted to get to work. That was a good movie.
You just want the briefcase! You forgot the briefcase!
He just wanted to get to work.
Well,
no, I remember when that movie came out, Falling Down, and I was very young when it came out, and I thought, this guy's crazy. Now I'm 45 years old, and the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, yeah, I see his point of view. It's like, you forgot the briefcase. Haven't you ever heard the customer is always right?
Price is wrong, Bob.
Oh, God.
I have no idea what film you're talking about.
Falling Down.
Falling Down.
I've never seen it.
Douglas classic.
You've never seen Falling Down?
Dude,
No.
classic.
Oh, God. Elihu, pull some man points from him.
I
Yeah.
can't share. I can't share.
You got to see this movie. It's just a guy at his breaking point. He just wants to get from A to B. What was it? Who else was in it? Was it? Oh God, who's that famous actor? Damn it, Elihu, help me out.
Douglas?
No, not Douglas. The one who was the cop who was retiring. God, I can't believe I can't remember his name.
Oh. Mind fart.
Doesn't that always happen?
What, farting or having a mind?
Forgetting.
Forgetting what?
It was
Forgetting something you should know the name of.
Never mind.
I'm just gonna look it up because I'm gonna cheat. Down. 1993. Yeah, I was 12 years old when this came out. I think I saw it at 14.
The only retiring cop I know of is Danny Glover, says Dandelion.
Yeah,
because
I'm too old.
Because we're getting told for this shit.
Yeah, but he was 47. He's not too old for the shit. Now he's too old for this shit.
Well, I like that scene in Maverick where he showed up and it was like, I'm too old for this shit. And they were just kind of looking at each other.
Oh. Maverick was an okay Western.
Robert Duvall. That was his name. Robert
okay.
God, I cannot believe I did not remember that. I'm going to smack myself for that.
I'll do it.
There, I already did it twice. How could I not remember Robert Duvall's name?
I don't know. I got to George. I'll be right back.
Well,
yeah, Vile Mike, definitely see Falling Down. It is a fucking classic, and I think at our ages now, you will absolutely relate to it.
Well, let's see. In 93, I was about 8 years old, so.
Well, you kind of think of it as just he broke on. It's kind of takes take The Killing Joke. You've read The Killing Joke, right? Batman, The Killing Joke. He just had one bad day. One really bad day. Hey, Gorilla. Yeah, actually, he had a lot of bad days, but he wanted to get from point A to point B, and it's just like, The ending is just almost comical and
sorry, guys. I gotta go. Have fun, guys.
Take care, Pickles.
Later, Droney.
I won't spoil it for you, but the ending is kind of almost comical and tragic at the same time.
Well, since I plan on relaxing a lot today, just trying to feel better. Originally, I was going to go back to the storage unit and continue working, but it's just like I don't feel like it. So I might just put it on, see if I can find it streaming somewhere.
I can tell you where it's streaming. Just give me a sec.
What movie?
Dandelion. Did your prime minister resign? I heard some story about that, but I don't really keep up with Canadian politics.
You mean non-American Canadian politics?
Dude, American politics is confusing enough at this point, man. I can't keep up with the world's politics. Fuck, I wouldn't even understand it. I'm used to a two-party system that can't get along.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine try to explain to me British politics, and I started to get a glazed look over my face, and I just started thinking about sheep jumping over a fence.
I actually had someone who I had a Brit. I don't remember who. Hold on a second. What movie were we talking about?
Falling Down.
Falling Down. 1993. See, you can watch it on Apple Prime, I guess. Apple TV, rent. This is why I like physical media, so I don't have to deal with this bullshit. If I want to watch the fucking movie, I can just watch it.
Except I don't have the physical media, so.
I'll start buying the physical media. That's what
I'm talking about that specific movie I don't have.
Yeah, I just checked. It's not on Prime, Shout, Zumu Play, Max. It's not anywhere online right now available. Streaming.
Yeah, how fucked up is that? It's a fucking classic.
I just checked. All I can see is YouTube clips.
Yeah,
no Zumo, no MGM, no Max, no Stars.
Yeah, I'm not even able to see anybody's. I'm like, come on, man, this is a fucking.
All right, hold on, NB. To answer your question, Dandelion says the leader of the party with the most seats in Parliament is the prime leader. So the new leader they select will be the next prime minister.
Okay.
We're talking about a movie called Falling Down, Jordan. See.
Yeah, I'm not.
How you doing, man? I'm a little sick right now, so not gonna stream for the full 2 hours. Definitely.
Don't feel bad, man. I've been stressed. I've had episodes and other things going
1993, on. Jordan.
Yep. Got Kurt. Is it Kurt or Michael? No, it's Kurt Douglas, right, Elihu?
It's Michael Douglas.
Oh, right. Kurt Douglas is the older one.
The father. Michael's the son.
Gigi, I don't know who you are. Can you put something in the private chat so I know who you are?
Who?
Someone whose screen name was Gigi.
JG.
G-I-G-I.
I'm in the one JG. I don't know who that is. I know JG's the flow man, but I don't know who that person is.
Looks like they're already gone, so.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Why would JG be on here?
Oh my God. I've had.
Yeah, not JJ. GG.
Thank you, Gorilla.
Oh my goodness gracious. My wife's like.
Oh, I know what's on Look Movie. I was looking on regular streaming service, dude. I have that website, man.
Hey,
Is that one of the less than legal ones? Because watching movies on less than legal streaming services is bad, and I, Vile Mike, would never, ever, ever do such a thing.
Public service warning announcement.
And there is no sarcasm to that statement whatsoever.
Yes and no, Jordan. I just checked Tubi. It's not on Tubi. But I have the site. That's one of my main sites, dude.
We do not endorse pirating or sailing the high seas in any way, shape, or form on this platform.
Yeah, we do not endorse what we may use.
Well,
it's like we do not endorse cigarettes, but I use certain brands of cigarettes.
Well, it's do as I say, not as I do.
Yes, if you want to buy or if you want to own the thing, you should buy it from SD GameSwap.
Exactly.
Yes.
eBay, SD GameSwap, GAMEWSWA. I can't spell today. Shit.
Yes, you should definitely get your media, whether streaming or physical, through legal channels. This is not.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Jordan. But there's still, when they're talking about buying isn't owning, they're still talking about digital releases, not physical media, which still sucks.
I own the digital copy of all three Ghostbusters, but yet I don't actually own them.
I actually do own all the Ghostbusters.
I got them on digital. I bought them, but technically I still don't own them.
No, that's the worst part. You don't own them because you don't have the physical.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they're pushing that type of bullshit. Because I own a lot of digital copies of things. Because when I would get certain movies.
Yeah.
There's no point in selling it with a digital copy if it's just a code. Because 9 times out of 10, the code is out of date.
Uh-huh.
So I just would put the code in, and I'd call the customer service to argue about it. And they'd usually give me a free copy of it. I've got like a couple hundred movies on Movies Anywhere from that.
Well, they don't really want to argue because they know they can just release the code to you and be done with it. The expiration dates are a joke. It's not like a citrus fruit or some shit like that.
Well, I usually just argue saying, "Hey, I just bought it at a Walmart. It's not my fault that it's been on the shelf for so many years."
It's up to the individual company to honor an expired coupon or service, whether they want to or not. It's up to that individual company.
Well, I mean, you could argue the full thing. It's like, hey, I got it out of the $5 bin. There was a digital code. It's not my fault. You guys put an expiration date on there. And said,
the only let's hold on. I've got it. Sorry about that. Most of the companies or most of the film distributors will honor an expired code, in my experience, except for Lionsgate, Paramount, and there's another one that's big, like MGM, I think it was. But even then, I got Paramount to give me the entire 7th season of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's the only season of Star Trek I own digitally.
There was a time when Kmart honored expired coupons.
Oh, I remember
that. Not me to turn my camera on.
I remember that, Elihu, I remember that when there was the advertisement where Walmart said, "We honor expired coupons."
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was, but I do remember it.
Well, a lot of places will still honor an expired coupon as long as the item they have is still on the shelf.
Yeah, Ralph's grocery store will. I know that.
Well, I don't know, guys. I don't use coupons that much. And if we do use coupons, my wife uses her digital ones. And, dude,
No,
I'm a
my
guy.
roommate's brother-in-law is one of those people that still clips coupons. And what he does is he uses the coupons and he sells the stuff at his local swap meet out in Arizona. And I've seen him go to like the Naval Exchange commissary with an envelope full of coupons and an entire a shopping cart filled with food and miscellaneous stuff. And his total was the store owed him 5 cents.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I didn't know if that was real or not, but
Oh yeah. The store can't owe you money if you use coupons.
I don't know how that's possible. But hey, I've never been a coupon clipper.
If you look at the bottom of the fine text, you'll see something along the lines of not to exceed 1 out of 100 percent, which means the store cannot actually charge you extra for text on that item with using a coupon. And if there's any extra remaining balance, you get that 1 or 2 cents back. Read the fine print on coupons.
I haven't used a coupon since I can remember.
Oh, I always read fine print.
Well, reading fine print was something that I was good at, but coupons, I mean, just weren't something my family was big on. Or if they were, they didn't tell us about it.
Maybe you were as poor as we were growing up, and because we used coupons all the fucking time.
No, I don't know. My mom and dad, my grandparents were well off. That's why my dad always stayed with them, because he is a fucking loser. And that's why he stayed with me, because I'm well off and he's a fucking loser. But
Averick has a question for Elihu. Whatever happened with What's Up with the Universe?
People got better accents, better graphics. I still give you guys the science information and what's up every once in a while.
It's been kind of a funny thing, a little bit.
I don't have an accent like Anton. I can't say beautiful people. That's his thing.
The beautiful people.
No, Anton is like, hello, beautiful people. That's his thing. I'm like, that's his thing. Everybody else is better intermixed graphics. I got shit.
How are we supposed to do an accent like that?
I don't.
Yeah, you need to lean into your shtick more, Elihu. By being the high science guy.
Well, actually, I think I sent Elihu, or I'm not sure if I did or not, during Christmas time. My wife bought a telescope, a very nice telescope for our family. And then we've had nothing but snow and clouds. And it's like, go figure, 5 years and there was this one moment I was like, oh shit, let's go check out the crescent moon or putting it out, and then the fucking clouds roll in and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Now you know how I feel. Every time there's an astronomical event, it's cloudy and rainy. Like the 22nd is coming up. We got the planetary alignment. It's more likely to be cloudy and cold around here, Jim.
Yeah, my wife told me about that too, and it's kind of like, I mentioned today to her we've had that telescope, and now it's like you know, she's like, Mars and Venus will be close to see. And I was like, oh, yeah, Elihu's told me kind of a lot about that stuff and how you can tell the differences. And I'm like, well,
You did download Stellarium, right?
No. Did you tell me to?
Yes, I told you when you get your telescope, download Stellarium. That way you can identify the moons, the stars, what's a satellite, what's not. Even if it's a government satellite, it'll say government satellite, no other information.
All right. Re-DM that and send it to me.
I'll do it. I'll do that later, okay?
Just remember, I'm a fucking idiot, so just
I know that.
to do everything in crayon.
Yeah, Stellarium is a hell of a lot better than Night Sky app.
Oh, really?
Stellarium, yes, I love Stellarium.
Yeah, the Night Sky app is only good for tracking this International Space Station I've discovered.
No, I just, you know, when I got to see the second, I've actually been very fortunate in my life to see 2 total eclipses, once in South Carolina, once in Indiana. And, you know, I think Elihu, I think you were the one who pointed it out. And I said, wow, what are those 2 things I'm seeing there? And you were like, that's Venus and Mars.
Well, tonight, if you look at the western sky, you'll see 2 little dots. Venus, and right above that is Saturn. It's supposed to be tonight, around west, around 8, 9 o'clock at night.
I would actually love to look through a telescope and see Saturn.
Well, don't mind the messed up hair because I'm going to show you something. Okay, look.
I tried once NB with a telescope I had as a teenager, and it still just came out as a yellow dot.
See, as you can see right here, this is tonight. You have 2 planets over here. Then you got up north, you got Jupiter, then you have the moon. So you got the planetary alignment, so it's starting to happen. I hate this inverted thing. Download Stellarium.
Yeah, I mean, no, with my wife, you know, I actually, after been talking to you for all these years and realized where we were, it's like, yeah, we need a telescope. And
you got the mead. You got the mead, right?
The what?
You got the mead, right?
I don't know what that means.
What brand did you get, the Celestron or the mead?
Oh shit. Hold on a second. Let me go take a look. I didn't get it. My wife did.
Then you didn't get the one I suggested. Okay. I don't know what she bought. All I know is that he was excited. You got a telescope. You got a telescope. I'm like, what kind you got? He never tells me. See what I got to deal with, people? Redneck idiots. And I stand by that statement.
Elihu, I resemble that remark.
That's why I said I stand by that statement. At least he's not from Virginia, so I don't have to say inbred. I should ask: does it have a carry bag or not? If not, as far as Celestium. Yeah, Averick. I even pay the extra $2 for the premium services. It's the only app I actually have cash attached to.
Mm. All right, once he comes back, I'm probably going to end this stream because I'm trying to stifle coughs a lot.
Oh, I forgot to send you that video. Shit. I'll do it later.
Don't worry.
It's the alternate version of Hornball's Klingon song. When there was 2 different versions for the musical. The one we got, the pop song, and another version where Bruce Horvath sung another different song. I found that. I was going to send it to you.
Nice. Add it to one of my lists, right? Or to one of my videos.
Yeah, the original alternate song. I don't think you'll get a copyright on that one. Because everybody plays the boy band pop rock. No, this is a little bit opera-ish.
Yeah, thank you, Dandelion. It's just I don't know what happened. It's all of a sudden my bronchitis got a lot worse.
Oh, Dandelion, I remember I told you I had to walk 12 kilometers to hatch my Pokemon egg last week? I've only walked 5.1.
How is it you walk so little?
Because everything was in walking distance from me.
All right, did
Dispensary,
you find out what
Walgreens,
it is,
grocery
Wendy?
stores, the mall. Everything's in walking distance.
Okay, I gotta turn that. I gotta close that real quick. So that snow blindness.
Sunglasses.
Well, it's gonna kind of bother you guys.
And no, I still haven't watched it, although I keep seeing the commercials for it, Dandelion. Apparently, now I'm going to try to look that one up again, as well as the movie we were talking about earlier, the falling off or whatever it was, falling down.
Falling down.
Yeah, she apparently hiked 20 kilometers yesterday, Elihu. So you got nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, every time I get sick, Averick, I ended up getting bronchitis too. And I actually caught the flu or COVID. It was a couple of weeks back. And then just starting yesterday, Friday night, my bronchitis got so much worse.
Ooh.
All right, Elihu, can you see what kind of telescope I have?
Yeah, that's a kid's telescope. It's only about 70 millimeters.
Hey, well, my wife bought it, so what do you want?
No, that's a good beginning telescope, dude. About 70 millimeter telescope. The Guy Scar.
Well, only have so much money.
Well, get some money and get a 29 millimeter lens, so you can attach your phone and take better pictures.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to be something where, but let us start from the. I'm 45,
Thanks.
and I've never owned a telescope in my life.
They came with that little square plastic thing you can screw your camera onto, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay, yeah, get a 29 millimeter lens and put that on there for your camera. You can take better pictures.
I think it actually came with some lenses.
Yeah, usually 25 and 10 is standards, but get a 29.
Get a 29?
Yeah. They're like 10, 15 bucks on Amazon, dude.
Oh, no. That's not a problem. I mean, it's just we gotta, test it out, get to use it, and then, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to take your advice. You're the guy who knows telescopes.
Ow.
Ow.
Sorry, I was trying to feed the birds, and I hit the fucking visor.
You hit your visor.
He's in his car at the park. He's in his car at the park.
Throwing some peanuts to the crows.
He parked the car and hit the visor.
Hit the bud.
How do you hit the visor? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at me. I got a bruise right here because the other day I fell and my wife was like, "Well, what'd you hit?" I'm like, "Well, what do you think I hit? I hit the floor."
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor.
No, that was the thing. I hadn't actually had any. I wish I could name so much shit on beer, but it just.
Quake? We got another quake? Shit, we got another quake.
You got a quake?
Yeah, I got another micro quake. It just happened. Yeah, we just had another micro quake.
Yeah, I
felt that. I'm like, wow, I felt that.
No, it's so funny that I got this bruise here, and I'm like, it's right next to my eye, and I'm just waiting for somebody like, what'd you do? I'm like, I hit the floor and the floor won. It's like, what'd you say to her? I'm like, no, literally, I hit the floor and the floor won.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm going to end the stream. I keep having to mute myself because I'm coughing. So because I don't feel good, I need some blue skies. How about you guys?
Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Oh, blue skies smiling at me. Irving Berlin. Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Later, folks.
You get better.
Later, weirdos.
I'm going to try.
Live long and prosper.